Bombshell report about this month's major White House security breach. We now know that the armed White House intruder made it a lot farther into the presidential mansion than the Secret Service had admitted. Omar Gonzalez got into the White House, overpowered a female Secret Service officer, and then ran through the East Room. You can see the map right here in the direction he went if you follow that red line right there. He was eventually tackled in the Green Room, where he was tackled by a counter-assault agent. This sets the stage for what's going to be a pretty heated congressional hearing today. Secret Service Director Julia Pearson will face some lawmakers at 10 a.m. this morning and some tough questions. Those are your headlines.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Laura Ingraham joins us every week. This is the day. Laura, had this guy known where he was running in the White House, he could have run right up the stairs because he ran right past him.
Yeah, I used to work in the White House, and all I can say is, as I recall it, and this was back in the last couple of years of the Reagan administration, the people at the front door were usually fairly large, strong individuals, okay? I mean, it's a little blurry memory, but the idea that this guy could get in and then overpower an agent who I guess was female, and there are a lot of female agents who are really strong and large, but I mean, you do get the sense at some point that political correctness could have been a factor here, right? Because the new female director who's going to be questioned today, Julia Pearson, came in after that Columbia prostitute scandal, the Secret Service, and she's going to face tough questions. She was a proud career civil servant, 30 years with the Secret Service. But you do get the sense with this administration that all these decisions about who gets what position and where they're stationed, political correctness comes into the decision-making, and this is no place for political correctness. The strongest, biggest, best people have to be at the front of the White House.
And lock the door. Just lock the damn door.
I don't even think you have to lock. I'm actually against locking the door. I don't think you have to lock the door. We never locked the door, but we never had a situation like this.
They also
and
have
we had
an alarm.
Pennsylvania Avenue open.
They have an alarm system that the usher disabled, muffled, because they didn't like the sound. How does that happen?
Aren't you guys half surprised that Omar Gonzalez didn't go up to the White House mess and, like, have lunch? I mean, or go down to the White House mess and have lunch? I mean, come on. I mean, where else could he have gone? I mean, I'm surprised he didn't take the dog out for a walk, you know, Bo. I mean, he's unbelievable.
You know, speaking of surprise, it seems to be the word of the day here. Everyone is taken by surprise, the fact that ISIS is just taking over in the Middle East. You know, especially the president. 60 Minutes was the place he decided to go and say that I'm going to throw my intel right under the bus and say that they were underestimating how powerful this situation could be, really just tossing blame on them and then saying, wait a minute, now we're all surprised. Even ISIS is surprised at their own success, perhaps because the president missed nearly half of his daily intelligence briefings. Whoa. Can you be surprised if you've missed over half of your intel meetings?
Well, Elizabeth, I wonder how many fundraisers he's missed over the past year. I mean, 50%? I bet not. No. Golf games? Probably not. I mean, I'm afraid to be snarky here, but come on. I mean, you got to read your intelligence briefings. You have to at least give the appearance that you're engaged in understanding the security threats to our country. But as we've discussed before, I think this president was never all that into foreign policy or that into military strategy. He was really most motivated by remaking America on the home front. So he's really motivated about stuff like, you know, the war on women and contraceptive mandate and remaking the military, you know, diversity, global warming. I mean, he's really into that stuff. But this whole idea of America is facing threats abroad, that's just not really what has ever motivated President Obama. And so it doesn't surprise me. And I've got to tell you guys, on my radio show yesterday, we went back and got all the clips of Obama after bin Laden was taken out by SEAL Team 6. He used a lot of I's and my's and me's during that presentation, because that was good news, right? But here, oh no, they had it wrong. Right. Okay, that's a good leader.
You know what, Laura? If we want the president to make sure that he gets 100% of his presidential daily briefings, maybe they should give it to him on a golf cart.
Oh yeah, or maybe just Jay-Z or Beyonce. They could be involved, because I think, are they on speed dial? I mean, they seem to be able to get attention when they want to get attention. So maybe we should bring them into the fold at some point.
He does a lot of golf. The president's into it now.
A little disturbing.
Right now we understand between 1 and 5 miles from Baghdad is ISIS today, while in Syria forcing the Syrian Kurds into Turkey. So we have not slowed them down.
No, and look, I think we have to be very clear. The threat to the home front, the threat abroad, what is it? What are we actually doing?
Yep.
I mean, we can't keep someone out of our White House, apparently. We're going to keep someone from crossing our southern border? Or maybe
Gotcha.
the Omar Gonzalez just thought it was kind of, mi casa es su casa. Come on in. Come on in. I mean, I'm just following the example of, the thousands of people who've crossed the border, and they don't seem to have a problem with borders, so why don't I just give it a go?
We need to lock that door, too. Laura, we know you got to go do your radio show. We thank you very much. Listen to her on stations all across the country.
Have fun with Paula Dean. I wish I was there. She's hilarious.
She's making cheese balls today.
All right. You guys are so lucky. Have fun.
We'll send you some.
Thanks, Laura.
Okay.
All right, straight ahead. What is the administration's reaction to this report? State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki is going to join Brian.